I'm really digging this foundation. It looks freaking amazing. Hey, so I am gonna just straight get started because I didn't record an intro. Silly me. I'm gonna go into this palette. This is the Juvia palette, Zulu palette, and I'm gonna take this orange color just to kind of lay down as my transition color with a fluffy blending brush. I'm not gonna be like super neat with this. I'm just trying to put this all into my crease area and just kind of blow this out. Don't worry about if it gets everywhere, especially on the outside of your eye. We're going to just pretty much end up covering it up and fixing it up with our foundation or our concealer. Just kind of go in and have fun. Alright, so next I'm going to go back into the same palette and I'm going to actually take this brown color and I am going to take this on a more of a pointed crease blending brush, and I'm just going to blend this color into my crease, just kind of deepen it up and still making it as a transition color, but mostly just kind of give depth to my crease and define my crease from my brow color. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with my Marc Jacobs Smartorial palette. I got this palette so freaking long ago, but I'm just now trying to bring it back out because I've been missing my Marc Jacobs palettes. So let me just get this right. I am obsessed with this palette, with this blue especially. It's what made me want to do this look. So I'm going to take this matte blue. I cannot think of the name of it, but I will post it somewhere below. So I'm just going to take this color on a more detailed pointed crease brush, and I'm just going to carve out my outer crease just to kind of still deepen it up and kind of give it that more of a smoky look. Alright, so next I'm going to take this emerald green kind of color that has some sparkle to it, glittery to it, whatever. I'm going to take my MAC Fix Plus spray. You can use water, whatever you have that's close to you, on a flat shader brush. And I'm just going to place this color all over my lid, just to kind of, and wetting it up, just kind of give it more intensity to the color. So that's exactly what I'm going for.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to.
Alright, going back into the same palette, I'm going to take this, it's more of a silverish, goldish type of color, don't know, but on a smaller detailed brush. This brush I like to use to actually place my inner corner highlight color. So I'm actually going to take this color and I'm just going to apply it to my inner corner, just kind of brighten it up just a little bit, and also at the same time be able to use more than two colors in this palette. Let's just be honest. But yes, this color is just pretty much just to brighten my inner corner. Last but not least, back into this Marc Jacobs palette, I'm going to take this sky blue type of color, and I'm going to put this on a small shader brush, and I'm just going to pat this color just in between my outer V color and the emerald green color we placed, just to kind of give it a little bit more lightness, a little bit more color, a little bit more what they said pop of color to the lid. I don't know. I just tried it and I thought it was cute, so I put it on. Alright, so on a clean blending brush, I'm just going to blend all that together just to make sure I don't have a lot of line of demarcation between my brow color and my crease color. So next I'm going to line just create a wing liner, and I don't know the best way to explain this besides you have to get in and do it and do it and do it and keep trying, because even though I constantly try sometimes, I still mess up on my wing liner. The only thing I can do is just, or try to explain to you, is to create your first line by extending the outer part of your eye and then go from the inner part and just kind of connect it. I don't know if that's even explained right, but you see how I'm doing it. Just continue to try, practice. Like I said, practice makes perfect. To finish this look, I'm going to now put on my lashes, and I'm actually going to come back on this part. Hey, what's up? So this is your girl. So I am finished with this eye look. I don't know if I'm going to record all this together, but I'll probably end up recording all this together. So I want to come to you about this new foundation I picked up at Ulta. I think it was like $38, but of course you guys know I will have it listed in the description box below. But I'm talking about the Stila Souffle Skin Perfecting Foundation, and I got mine in the color, or the shade number 7.0. I think it actually comes in 8 shades, but pretty much it's like 7% water. So, and it says like pretty much you should use your hand or the brush that they made to go with this, but I'm not going to do neither. I'm just going to use this foundation. So let me tell you about it again. This is the Stila Souffle Skin Perfecting Foundation. Got mine in the shade number 7.0. It does come in 8 shades. So it is a heavy bottle, super heavy. It reminds me of like a perfume type of bottle. So this right here is glass, and then the top is a plastic gold. And it has Stila right here. And it is 1.0 fluid ounces, so the normal foundation weight. So this is what this color looks like. It says it's supposed to be a sheer to medium coverage foundation, so we're going to play with that. Alright, so because it says, like, I always have to use a brush to apply my foundation, so that's still what I'm going to do today because that's just how I roll. Alright, so this is the color. I'm just going to take some, and it does remind you of like a freaking whipped souffle. So this is, I didn't even color correct. Well, I'm not going to color correct today. Alright, so this is the color. And I think I actually picked a good color. Like, and I'm not expecting this to be a full coverage foundation whatsoever. Not at all. It says sheer to medium, I think. So I'm going to put the rest on my brush. And it seemed like it got like not glitter, but like some type of reflecting something. Alright. So I'm just going, it's super soft. It feels like water. It really, really feels like water. Y'all, it feels real good. Like, it feels hydrating. Like I just sprayed myself with water. So let me look in this mirror right here. Oh my goodness. I've never had foundation that I can actually say it feels so refreshing on my skin. I have never, and I tried several different foundations, and I have never felt like this before. Like at all. Like, This is, let me see. I feel like I got a good match. Okay. So let me give you my thoughts on this foundation, because apparently I was not able to do it all in one step. This foundation feels freaking amazing on the skin. It feels like I just had a spray bottle and I just sprayed my face. Put it on, I feel moisturized. I feel hydrated. I feel like literally I just sprayed a cold bottle of, like, I just spritz my face. Like, in the coverage, of course, it does say it stay claim. It's a sheer to medium coverage. I'm not going to try to build it up because I don't care to have medium coverage foundation today, especially where I'm going. So I'm digging it. Like, I'm really, really digging this foundation. It looks freaking amazing. I am digging it. So let's get rid of these dark circles under these eyes. So of course I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty foundation. I got the color F20 and F10. I'm going to do F20 on the outside. And then I'm going to take F10 on top of that. And just try to give me just a little bit of highlight. Take my beauty blender, spritz it. I'm going to like, this foundation is freaking amazing. Like, it really, really is. Let me contour while I'm at it, because I will forget. Even though this is like a sheer coverage foundation, I still want to do what I usually would do, and that's contour and highlight and all that good stuff. So I just took my Espresso by Fenty Beauty just to blend all that out. Alright, that blended out nicely. I'm going to go in with my brush as I always do and just kind of blend the outer edges out so it won't look so freaking crazy up there. Alright, now I'm going to blend under my eyes. I used this foundation, this concealer before. I'm going to get super close to my liner just to make sure everything outside that liner gets covered up. Alright. I'm going to blend out my contour. Okay. So, do I want to set my under eyes? That is the question. No, actually, I'm going to take my hazelnut and I'm going to set my under eyes. This is a Fenty Beauty hazelnut. So, I'm just going to take this. I'm going to take my Blushing Bride and highlight. Alright. Next, I'm going to highlight. So I'm going to go in with my Juvia's Place Nubia Loose Highlighter. And I'm going to on the tip of my nose and this lip. Alright, so we are not done. I'm actually going to run upstairs and get an eyeliner and I'll be right back. Mascara. Bang Bang Mascara. So I'm going to line my lips. I'm going to take, let's see. I'm going to take my Makeup Forever Limitless Brown. Take my Color Cosmetic Basic. So this is my completed look. I hope you guys really enjoy it. I hope you guys like it. And I hope it's not too much. Like, this is to me more of a nighttime life type of look. So yeah. So this will be the end of this video. Alright, so we are at the end of this video. I had to actually change clothes to record this last part of the video. I'm pretty sure I got everything in this video. So let me just kind of give you my updates and what I think about this foundation. So this foundation is freaking bomb. I'm pretty sure you already saw when I did this video how much I love this foundation. This foundation is 70% water. When I said this feels so good to the skin, it feels amazing to the skin. It literally feels like I sprayed some Fix Plus or some type of setting spray to my face, that cool mist. It feels just like that. It does not feel heavy whatsoever on my skin. I love the fact that it's sheer to medium coverage, and that might be a con for some people, but I like sheer to medium coverage foundation. Definitely not full coverage. So if you have a lot of blemishes and stuff like that, this would not be a perfect foundation for you. But if you somehow like embrace your blemishes, some of your blemishes, because I do go for more of a natural type of look, I still like to see some of my blemishes coming through. So yeah, so if you like to see some of that, so I feel like this will be good for you.
What else? For my dry skin, normal to dry skin tone, you will love this foundation because again, it's very hydrating. What else can I say about this foundation? I don't know, but I freaking love it. I love it. It gives me like more of a soft type of natural glow to my skin. So I don't know. I can't even say anything. Like, I just love it. Like, I'm at a loss of words. Like, this is the first time I can actually say I found a foundation that as soon as you put it on your face, it feels freaking amazing. Like, it feels so good. Like, you just have to try it out. The con thing about this is the fact that they only have 8 shades. And I'm closer to, I'm the next to the last of the darkest shade. So the 8.0 shade is super dark. It's really dark. It was way too dark for me. So this is the reason why I went to the 7.0. And maybe they will come out with more shades once they find out a lot of people interested in this foundation, which I feel like they should, because I love it. I love the finish that it gives me. I love this foundation. So hopefully they will come out so a lot of people can try this foundation. It did retail for $38, so it was on the pricier side, but I expect that from Stila. But yes, so I hope you guys really enjoyed this review. So then I hope to see you guys in my next video, and I will love you even more. Bye.